Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this leap day, February 29th. Yep, it is leap day. Once every 4 years, except those years ending in 00. Yeah, that's where we are today. Extra day in the month of February. And things are looking pretty good for today. It's tomorrow when we start to have some concern over showers and thunderstorms and the possibility of even a few severe thunderstorms, as a matter of fact. The Storm Prediction Center has put pretty much all of Kentucky under a slight risk for seeing a few strong to severe thunderstorms tomorrow, late tomorrow morning until mid-afternoon on Tuesday. But you don't have to worry about that today. The weekend was pretty good. We did have some rain showers overnight and very early this morning. So when you go out to check your vehicle, you'll notice that it's wet and the grass is wet. Just a very weak little cold front passed through earlier and produced some light rain showers, and that's about it. Temperatures are running mild this morning in the mid to upper 40s all across the Kentucky Mesonet Network as I record this at 4:51 a.m. Central Time. Well, let's check the numbers from your Sunday. We had a high officially at 70 degrees at the Bowling Green Airport. That happened a little bit after 3 p.m. 54 is the average high, so we were 16 degrees above average on the high temperature. We were 9 degrees above average on the low temperature with a low of 42, and the average is 33. A year ago, we had a high of 39 and a low of 22. Back in 2015, officially at the airport, just a trace of rainfall, although some locations did pick up about a tenth of an inch or less with that little bit of light rain that came through early this morning. But skies are already clearing, high pressure taking over, sunny, and a bit cooler today behind that front. We'll see a high around 62 with a southwest wind at 7, westerly at first and then southwest as we get into later today. Tonight, though, clouds will be on the increase ahead of our stronger storm system, which will arrive here early Tuesday morning with a few scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. But it's as we get into the day on Tuesday, March 1st, March is going to come in like a lion now. We've got a 100% chance of rain and thunderstorms. And as I mentioned, we're under a slight risk for a few severe storms. Now, this does not look like a tornado type of a situation, although we cannot ever completely rule that possibility out. The greater possibility and the higher threats are going to be from heavy rainfall. We're going to get a lot of rain out of this system, an inch or two of rain, very possible. It looks like we're going to see a few gusty thunderstorms as we could see a couple of lines of storms form across the area. And then there's a possibility we could see some hail out of these storms as we get some colder air coming in behind this system. There's kind of weak instability, not really impressive instability with this one. In other words, we're not looking for a lot of sunshine to help fuel these thunderstorms. These are going to be dynamically driven by the front and by the winds. But if we do happen to get some sunshine between storms tomorrow, that could add to the instability and therefore make the storm stronger. But as of right now, we're thinking low clouds and plenty of rain maybe would keep us out of seeing a lot of severe weather. Now, we could get a couple of maybe warnings out of this, severe thunderstorm warnings or something like that out of this. But what we're looking at are a couple of lines of storms. One would come through initially late morning, say after 10 or 11 a.m., around the midday hour, and then a second line would come through about maybe 2 or 3 o'clock and then push out of the area. And then the cooler air comes in. We're calling for a high of 66 on Tuesday, tomorrow, March 1st, with gusty winds around those stronger thunderstorms. And then turning cooler for Tuesday night as the showers come to an end. We'll see a low of 37. Now, I think that's going to be warm enough to keep us from seeing any frozen precipitation. And if we do, it would, of course, melt immediately. It's not going to be a big deal. Wednesday, we'll see a return to mostly sunny skies, cooler, a high of 45. Then Thursday, a weak little clipper system breezes through the area with just a 40% chance of a rain shower after a high of 52. We go back down to 38 on Thursday night, still too warm to really produce any frozen precipitation, although you could see it falling. It would not stick. Friday, as we get ready for the weekend and the 2016 Home Expo. Yep, it's coming up this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Friday, a mix of sun and clouds and a high around 50. We have a warm front coming through on Saturday. Should be mostly sunny. We'll jump it up to 60. And then Sunday, partly sunny, warm, and a high of 65. By the way, as we do always at the Home Expo, the WBKO First Alert Storm Team and Kroger will be there to sell and program NOAA weather radios from Midland. As we've always done, we'll have the very popular desktop model, and then we'll have the new emergency model. That's the little red model that has the flashlight and the battery power and the crank power, hand crank power. It has the capability of powering up your devices, your phone, your tablets, and all that. It's a really cool unit. It has AM, FM, and weather band. And those have been selling very rapidly. So Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. is when we'll be at the WBKO booth during the 2016 Builders Association Home Expo at the Sloan Convention Center. We'll be there all 3 days, but as far as selling the weather radios, that will be Saturday only from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we hope to see you there. Always have a big turnout, and we sell a lot of radios on that day. All right, we'll keep an eye on the potential for severe weather on Tuesday. In the meantime, enjoy your Monday. Thank you for listening. God bless. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day, and I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. And then later today, join me for the Chris Allen Radio Show at Classic Hits Sam 100.7 between 3 and 7 p.m.